Caged Aggression Night 2, or Caged Aggression Sturgis Night 2 continues. And we have Collin Heidemann, 6 foot, 155 out of Janesville, Iowa, and Dakota MMA. Ha ha! Nailed it.
Got it right that time.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Heidemann making his debut under the Caged Aggression banner. Wrestling background, no secret. Great on the ground, great wrestler. I'm excited to see him. He's got a good record. Actually, he's got a great record for his amateur career. And, these guys at Dakota, they don't care who they fight. So it wasn't a question. Tyler Albert, that's his guy. That's his guy.
It doesn't go any more than that for our next fighter that's coming out tonight. His name's Tyler Albert. He's completely deaf. In between rounds is the only time he used to communicate with his corner. So he is literally lying himself for almost the entire fight. Obviously, because he can't hear any of you cheer for him, the best way to let Tyler know you're behind you or at least supporting him, throw your hands up in the air, shake your fingers around, wiggle your hands, stand up for this one. This is the only way he's going to know that he's got someone behind him. So, like I said, when Tyler comes out, he's not hard to miss. Throw your hands up, shake your fingers around, and everything else. Let him know the Sturgis is behind him.
Heading to the cage, Tyler the Silencer Albert, 5'9", 155 out of Rock Island, Illinois, and Marty's Martial Arts. I don't think that we need to explain anything else about him being deaf. I just would like to let his fighting sort of talk for him, because this guy is incredible, man. I love seeing him fight. Love seeing him behind the scenes too. Real calm, real a funny guy, and just loves the sport. So really excited to see what he brings coming into the Caged Aggression Octagon again.
Yeah, coming off a very quick win in his last performance, just June 13th, and I think it was June 15th. I get a message that says, "How do I get to Sturgis?" So here we are.
Well, you drive in a car with me for 12 hours. That's how you get to Sturgis.
Or you just do backflips.
Yeah,
I'll take you anywhere you want to go.
I mean, and the guy is a showman, a total showman, and I love seeing guys who aren't afraid to be showmen.
He stands at even 6 feet tall and weighted at 155.5 pounds. He trains with Dakota MMA and is sponsored by Ours Redemption. Westport Touchless Auto Wash. Joining us from Janesville, Iowa, Collin Heidemann. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in at 149 pounds. He trains with Marty's Martial Arts. Joining us from Rock Island, Illinois, Tyler the Silencer Albert.
Collin Heidemann versus Tyler the Silencer Albert here at Caged Aggression Sturgis Night 2. Here we go with round 1.
Kind of expect this fight to go to the ground sooner than later.
Yeah, definitely, and especially if you're you're Albert's opponent, you have to know that he's 100% more comfortable standing up.
And here we go.
Nice takedown. And Albert sort of landed right on his hip. Had to be a little bit painful.
In his previous fights, he seems to be pretty comfortable on the ground as well. I don't know if he's faced a wrestler of this dominance besides Jared Richardson, and Jared Richardson's the current featherweight title holder for Caged Aggression. Stellar wrestling. But we know Tyler's comfortable on his back. I'm anxious to see nice reversal.
Yeah, very nice. And it's one of those fights where you wonder what type of improvement that Albert is going to be able to show. And he came in the first fight, and I would kind of say the sport is probably a little bit easy for him at this point, but I love the different challenges that you've sort of put in front of him as he continues on with his career. And you can definitely see with Heidemann that he's 100%. He's very comfortable on the ground too.
Tyler working for a crucifix there. Collin quickly spins around. Smart wrestling.
easier said than done, but you know, you want to see Heidemann possibly try to jump around to the back. Has Albert in a little bit of an awkward position right now.
You know, visiting their gym up at Dakota, and you know, even having him here now and talking to him. Collin's the quiet one out of this group. he's the quiet one.
Interesting. A lot of times those are the guys you should be the most afraid of.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'd like to see Heidemann be a little bit more aggressive right now. Trying to dump Albert. Nice trip takedown by Heidemann.
You know, wrestler's mentality, they're always trying to set something up, always looking for that next move, and I'm sure he's got something in mind of what he's looking to do here.
And Albert sort of has the guillotine in place. It isn't one where he's looking actively for the submission, just sort of keeping Heidemann in place for him, though.
And very nice transition there for Tyler Albert.
Nice shots there by Albert.
Something the judges are looking for in kind of a stalemate first round is, somebody to drop some bombs, score some points here. Very nice way to finish the round.
Yeah, finishing those rounds strong is so important, and especially with those fights that end up going the distance, you don't want to leave points on the table. And by securing that round at the end, I think that Tyler was able to pick that one up.
I agree.
It's probably easier said than done for somebody like Heidemann, but if you're a wrestler and you're known as a wrestler, there are ways to be aggressive as a wrestler.
For sure.
There are certain things that you can do, and I would like to see him try to put it together against Albert right now.
Speaking of, we have a very dominant wrestler in our main event tonight. I have Chuck Heritz, and he knows how to use that wrestling, but also be aggressive while on top. Round 2. Tyler comes out with a leg kick and return by Heidemann.
Yeah, definitely look for Albert to try to keep things standing up this round. Sort of catches Heidemann coming in there and cracks him with the right hand to the head. Nice shots there by Albert. And I think this is somewhat of an evolution for Albert, and somebody who you could tell early on in his fights was not comfortable at all going on the ground, didn't want any parts of it, but now he looks fairly comfortable down there, going for a armbar submission right now.
Looks like it's pretty deep from this angle.
Stops it to go for some hammer fist. Yeah, Heidemann's going to have to do something to be a little bit more active right now. It's kind of tough when your arm is stuck, though.
Yeah. Looks like he's got it in pretty deep.
Nice right hand there by Albert.
And nice escape by Heidemann.
Yeah, stayed calm and was able to get himself out of that submission attempt.
Look for him to try to pass here and get the mount.
Oh, nice strength there by Albert.
Another nice reversal by Albert. You can see his wrestling improving as well.
Nice shot there by Albert on top.
Another thing I noticed with wrestlers, there's a lot of muscle usage here,
Right.
and it can really kill the cardio quick. So as we come towards the end of the second round, if this thing makes it to a third, it's really going to show who's got the better cardio.
Heidemann going for a triangle attempt. And he had Albert's head sort of right there. He definitely should have rained some more shots down if he could. Big shots there by Albert. Going for a leg lock. Heel hook.
Oh, looks like he's got that in pretty deep, too.
Five seconds left in the round. Looks like we're heading to round 3.
And here we go. What's your take on that round, sir?
Man, the continued evolution of Tyler Albert, that's what my take is. Just seeing him going for 2 different submission techniques and attempts. You know, they both were not successful, but and that, you know, credit goes to Heidemann for being able to get out of them. But just seeing Albert try those is showing me something that I haven't really seen out of him before. So
yeah, I agree. I'm guessing that Heidemann's corner's over there telling him this is it, 3rd round. Gonna have to do something to stand out, look for a finish.
Right. Here we go with round 3.
Say, it looked like Tyler Albert was setting something up there. Comes in with the right hand. And back to the ground it goes.
And I understand that Heidemann is a wrestler, but this is where, you know, coming to round 3, you probably lost the first 2 rounds. You have to know that. You have to realize that, man, I'm going to have to do something to be different, something to change this up. Both guys in sort of a unorthodox position right now.
The boss gets the toes out of the cage. And Tyler constantly staying active. You know, any way he can. If he's not looking for a submission attempt or a transition, he's dropping hammer fists or constantly staying busy. And he takes
jumps
them
to the
out
full
quick.
mount.
And starts bringing down the punches.
You can hear his corner, you know, banging on the table, telling Tyler to go for the finish right here.
And he's got his back now. Pulls up.
Yeah, Heidemann's going to have to do something and do it quickly. Albert looking for that rear naked choke right now.
Coming up on 90 seconds left in the fight.
Yeah, Heidemann's sort of just ducking and covering right now. Albert staying consistent, landing a few shots. They might not be very, you know, powerful shots, but he's staying active right now.
And it's hard to say how much Collin has left in the tank. I'd like to see
Albert going for that rear naked.
A flurry here. Get up, give everything he's got, finish this fight.
You can hear Heidemann's corner, you know, pleading with him to explode, but it's kind of tough and difficult to explode, you know, when you're coming towards the end of that 3rd round and you've been kind of, you know, pummeled for the entire time.
Yeah, he's kind of stuck in this position too. Tyler staying heavy, being smart.
Big shot there by Albert. More hammer fist by Albert. 5 seconds left.
Kind of in survivor mode at this point.
Yeah, definitely. And it's, you know, it might not be the most flashy, you know, sort of emphatic fight for Albert, but it was one that to the trained eye and to someone who's followed his career will probably tell you a lot about how hard he's training out there in Marty's martial arts.
Well, and it's showing that, you know, he takes this serious. He knows he needs to evolve in every aspect of the sport. You can't just be one-sided or one-dimensional. Very impressed.
And it's tough when you're, you know, a showman like he is, to sort of rein yourself in and go for these submission attempts and not try to, you know, constantly just fight and knock your opponent out.
Sure. Unless I missed something, I believe that brings Tyler Albert's record to 4-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the judges' scorecard for this decision. All three judges scored this contest 30-27, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Tyler the Silencer Albert!
Tyler the Silencer Albert improves his record to 4-1.
All right, I'm here with the winner, Tyler Albert. Tyler, another exciting performance, start to finish. Always appreciate you coming into the cage. Always see you working, always see you improving. What'd you do different, knowing you were coming out here to a different altitude?
This time, you know, I worked on my breathing, and because I would have got tired before, but this time I worked on my breathing, and I've really improved, you know, breathing. You know, Marty, my coach, I mean, he's been working with me a lot, so, and my family, he supports me. It's just amazing.
I noticed you getting a little bit of extra pad work in before tonight started. Other than that, is there anyone you want to thank before we let you go, Tyler?
Thank you for supporting me, everyone, really. It makes me so, I'm so inspired. You know, I mean, if I don't have a band, you know, I don't want to lose, so thank you so much to all my friends. I know you support me. I love you all.
Hunter the champion right here, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler the Silencer Albert.
Also, thank you to my opponent for really working my wrestling skills. You know, you helped me improve too. So, I mean, thank you to my opponent.
Thank you, Tyler. We appreciate you. I know Sturgis out